Another beautiful day in GAAPman City, but wait! What's this? In the accounting office of the Daydoomer Company, the notorious villain Lex Lessor is discussing lease accounting with his controller?
Mr. Lessor, under the new rules we will have to apply a right-of-use model to all leases.
That will be the perfect smokescreen for me to launch my new doomsday machine. I'll lease it out to all companies, and GAAPman will be so preoccupied with the accounting that he'll miss the doom.
Perfect, Lex. A lease is now defined as a contract where the right to use an asset for a period of time is transferred from the lessor to the lessee.
Right, you are my faithful controller, Lisa Back.
But Lex, aren't you worried about GAAPman and Ribbon?
Ordinarily I would be, but this time I have something super planned for the double entry duo.
It's really simple, Ribbon. You see, the debits go on the left, and the credits go on the right.
Gee golly, GAAPman, now I get it. Holy grand bell, it's the Gap phone.
Yes, Commissioner? You say the bank has received financial statements from the Daydoomer Company with a material lease not reported under the new lease rules? And without the proper accounting, there's no way they can grant the loan? Yes, Commissioner. Ribbon and I will get right on it.
Holy rental, GAAPman. I thought there were major revisions for all entities for lease accounting under the new standards.
Right you are, old chum. An entity needs to recognize all assets and liabilities arising from a lease.
Holy balance sheet, GAAPman. That would mean that all leases would go on the statement of position of a lessee. So, GAAPman, are all leases the same now?
Only under international standards, Ribbon. Under U.S. GAAP, we have two categories. Let's consult the GAAP library in my utility belt.
Wow, GAAPman. It looks like those categories will be based on the old rules for capital or operating for the lessee.
Right you are, Ribbon. And for the lessor, they will have a sales type or operating lease based on whether they have transferred the risks and benefits of ownership.
Who owns the Daydoomer Company?
Let's take a look at the GAAP computer.
Holy sublease! That company is owned by Lex Lessor. We can't help that fiend.
Ribbon, you must never let your personal feelings interfere with the application of proper GAAP. To do so would be to violate professional ethics.
Gee, I guess you're right, GAAPman.
Now, let's go help that controller. To the GAAPmobile!
GAAPman and Ribbon rush to the scene, but what's this? Another superhero? It's Super Guy!
We're here to help.
Who are you?
I'm GAAPman.
Not you, GAAPman. Him!
Super Guy, why are you here?
I heard there was a problem that may need my help.
Who would call Super Guy for an accounting issue?
My boss, Lex Lessor, called him because he heard that he's an expert.
See? I fixed the paper jam in the copier.
But I think I like you better, GAAPman.
And who are you, miss?
I'm Lisa Back, the controller, and I'm trying to understand these new rules.
It's really quite simple, miss. On the balance sheet of the lessee, you would always set up a right-of-use asset and a liability to make lease payments.
And those will both be measured at the present value of the lease payment.
You're amazing, GAAPman. But then, so is he.
I replaced the water cooler jug.
Super Guy, I don't understand why Lex Lessor called you.
Because I'm faster than a speeding bullet.
I use my gap shield.
I'm more powerful than a locomotive.
We have a GAP nuclear reactor.
I'm able to leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Why not just use the elevator?
I can circle the globe in an instant. Want to see it again?
We haven't got time for this.
Right you are, Ribbon. If we want to help this sweet young accountant, we need to get back to the Gap Cave for research.
I just don't get it, GAAPman. Why would Lex Lesser call Super Guy? It sounds fishy to me.
Don't be too hasty to judge, Ribbon. I suspect the man is desperate and not thinking clearly. These new standards can do that to a person.
Stay tuned for a press conference with Lex Lessor.
Holy broadcast transmission, GAAPman! Look!
Citizens of GAAPman City, I am worried about the accounting for all those who lease my exceptional new product, the Doomsday Machine. They will be taking control of the asset and will apply the same determination criteria as under the old rules for a capital lease. But I have no idea what my lessees will do next. Maybe Super Guy can help me.
What does Super Guy know?
I don't know. I doubt he realizes that in that case the lessee would show interest expense along with the amortization of the asset in the statement of operations.
Of course, some of the lessees will not take control. What do I do then? I really need help. What a pity that GAAPman seems unwilling or perhaps incapable of helping me.
Gee, GAAPman, you know how to handle that.
Yes, Ribbon. In that case, the lessee would simply combine the unwinding of the discount on the lease liability and the amortization into a single straight-line lease expense.
Thank the stars for Super Guy. Without his guidance, I don't know what I'd do.
What has Super Guy got that you don't?
I don't know.
Hey, if Lex Lesser wants Super Guy, then he can have him.
No, Ribbon. I can't let pettiness get in the way of my duty.
Gee, GAAPman, I guess I let my emotions get the best of me.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Ribbon. Loyalty to one's friends is an admirable trait. Now, let's help that controller. Since Daydoomer is the lessor, if they maintain control, then they would need to keep the asset on their balance sheet and simply recognize lease income over the lease term.
Holy FASB 13, just like an old operating lease.
Hey, can you keep it down out there? I'm trying to teach accountants some continuing education in here. GAAPman and Ribbon!
Our sincerest apologies, good sir. The accounting world needs good CPE. Keep up the good work.
You keep up the good work as well, GAAPman.
Lois, I'm picking up milk after work. Do you need more broccoli?
You again?
I reset the modem. Now it's super fast, like me.
Miss Lisaback, if you give up control of the asset, you will treat it as a sale.
Oh, GAAPman, you're my hero.
I made fresh coffee.
GAAPman, we don't need you anymore. Not with Super Guy around.
You know better, GAAPman. Save me.
I have had about all I can take of this super guy nonsense.
Lex, I think the plan is working.
GAAPman, snap out of it. It was all a diversionary trap.
Yes, to distract me from his real purpose, the Doomsday Machine.
I guess the machine's name should have been a clue, GAAPman.
Now to take care of the real problem.
The lessor will derecognize the asset and set up a receivable for the payment. They would also recognize profit on the lease at the commencement date.
What will happen to me now?
You'll have to pay your debt to society, of course, but after that, with proper remedial CPE, I'm sure you'll become an ethical accountant. No hard feelings, super guy.
I replaced the adding machine tape.
It looks like he is good for something after all.